If you're over 60 and nights feel harder than they used to, this video is for you. I'm talking about the stiffness, the restlessness, the feeling that your body just doesn't fully reset anymore. Stay with me for a moment, because there is hope, and it begins tonight. So many adults over 60 tell me the same thing. They wake up already tired. Their joints feel tight before their feet even hit the floor. Their lower back complains. Their balance feels just a little less steady than it once did. What's so frustrating is that they're trying to do all the right things. They walk more, they eat better, they take their vitamins. Yet bedtime still arrives with discomfort instead of relief. Here's the part that very few people explain clearly. For older adults, what you do right before you go to sleep matters just as much as what you do all day long. As we age, our bodies don't naturally unwind the way they used to. Our muscles hold on to tension for longer. Our joints stiffen up faster when we stop moving. Circulation slows down when we lie down without any preparation. So, bedtime becomes a missed opportunity. Instead of helping the body recover, it sometimes just locks that tightness in place. In Japan, where many elders remain incredibly mobile and independent well into their later years, evenings look very different. They're not busy. They're not intense. They're quiet and intentional. They don't stretch like athletes. They don't push through pain. They don't chase exhaustion. Instead, they use a few gentle movements right before bed. These movements are so simple, they look almost insignificant. But when they're done consistently, night after night, they help the body release the day. These are not workouts. They are not medical treatments. They don't require any flexibility, strength, or special equipment. They are just small signals to the nervous system that say, it's safe to relax now. It's time to let go. Most seniors in the West are never taught this. We're told to rest more, sit more, lie down sooner. But stillness without preparation often backfires. It's the reason why so many people over 60 feel stiffest in the morning, not in the evening. It's why sleep can feel lighter and less refreshing as we get older. The good news is this: your body still knows how to respond. It just needs the right cues. In the next parts of this series, I'll walk you through exactly why these bedtime movements work, what most aging adults are unknowingly doing wrong at night, and how just a few minutes before sleep can completely change how your body feels the next morning. But before we get there, there's one very common bedtime habit that nearly everyone over 60 is doing. A habit that quietly cancels out recovery and actually makes stiffness worse overnight. And once you see it, you'll never go to bed the same way again. Let's talk gently and honestly for a moment. After the age of 60, our bodies start changing in ways that are quiet but incredibly powerful. Muscles don't bounce back quite as fast as they used to. Our joints produce less natural lubrication, and the connective tissue that holds everything together becomes less elastic. Now, none of this means that decline is inevitable. Far from it, but it does mean that our bodies need a different, smarter kind of care. And here's a mistake that so many well-meaning seniors make every single day. At night, they stop moving too suddenly. They go from a full, active day straight to the couch, and then straight to bed. It feels logical, right? I've earned my rest. But for an aging body, this abrupt stillness sends all the wrong messages. It tells the muscles to shorten and tighten. It tells the joints to stiffen up. And it tells the nervous system to stay slightly on alert instead of fully relaxing into a deep, restorative rest. This is exactly why so many people over 60 experience that frustrating pattern. They sit down in the evening and feel perfectly fine. Then they lie down in bed and suddenly feel tight and achy. And worst of all, they wake up the next morning feeling even worse than when they went to sleep. Sound familiar? Another common mistake is stretching too aggressively before bed. Some people force their hamstrings into a deep stretch, pull hard on their neck, and even hold their breath while doing it. This can actually backfire. It can increase what's called muscle guarding, especially right before you want to sleep. The body senses the strain, thinks it's under threat, and protects itself by tightening up even more. But what if there's a better way? In Japan, many elders approach their evenings completely differently. They don't see nighttime as a sudden shutdown, they see it as a gentle transition. Their movements are slow, rhythmic, and almost meditative. Instead of forcing their muscles to lengthen, they invite them to soften. Instead of pushing their joints, they gently nourish them with slow, easy motion. There's a simple scientific reason this works so well. Gentle, rhythmic movement increases circulation without triggering stress hormones like cortisol. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which you can think of as the body's rest and digest mode. This is especially crucial after 60, when our bodies naturally take longer to recover from stress. There's another overlooked factor here: our breathing. Shallow breathing is incredibly common in the evening, especially when we're distracted by watching TV or scrolling on our phones. These shallow breaths keep the body in a subtle state of tension. But when you pair deep, slow breathing with gentle movement, it sends a powerful signal to every cell in your body that it's safe to finally let go. Now, let's address a big fear many seniors have. What if moving before bed makes me too alert to sleep? That's a completely fair question, but the key difference here is intensity. These bedtime movements are not exercise. They are not meant to raise your heart rate or stimulate adrenaline. Their sole purpose is to calm you down. Think of it like tidying up your body before sleep, just like you brush your teeth to tidy up your mouth or wash your face to signal that the day is done. Another aging mistake is falling into the trap of believing that morning stiffness is permanent. We tell ourselves, well, I'm just old now, or this is just how mornings are going to be. But in reality, so much of that stiffness is positional. It's the direct result of going to bed with tissues that are already tight and constricted. When you change how you prepare your body for sleep, you will absolutely change how you feel when you wake up. Japanese elders understand the power of consistency over intensity. A simple 5-minute routine done nightly is far more effective than one long, strenuous session once a week. It's the small daily signals that matter most to our bodies. They also have a deep respect for pain. There is no forcing, no pushing past discomfort. Everything stays within a comfortable, easy range of motion. This is precisely why these movements are so safe and beneficial for most older adults. In the next part, I'm going to guide you through a few specific bedtime movements, inspired by what Japanese elders have been quietly practicing for decades to stay limber and sleep soundly. You won't need a gym, any special clothing, or even have to get on the floor unless you're comfortable. All you need is a few minutes, a chair, or the edge of your bed, and a willingness to try something new tonight. And stick around, because one of these movements in particular has a surprisingly powerful effect on your morning balance and confidence, something you really have to feel for yourself to believe. Have you ever noticed that feeling? The one where you wake up and your body just feels stiff, or that quiet tension that settles in your lower back or shoulders by the end of the day? It's a common problem, but the solution doesn't have to be complicated or intense. In fact, it can be surprisingly gentle. Today, I'm going to share a simple 5-minute routine inspired by Japanese elders. These movements are designed to be easy, comfortable, and almost soothing. The goal isn't perfection, it's consistency. Remember to move slowly, breathe naturally, and if anything causes pain, just skip it. Let's start with the first movement, the seated ankle awakening. This one is wonderful for circulation, balance, and feeling steadier in the morning. Sit on the edge of your bed or a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor. Rest your hands on your thighs. Now lift your right foot just a little bit off the ground. Slowly circle your ankle 5 times in one direction, and then 5 times the other way. Lower your foot and switch to the left side. As you do this, breathe calmly. This gentle motion lubricates the ankle joints and wakes up the nerves that help you balance. Many people notice their feet feel less stiff in the morning after just a week of this. Next up, the knee wave. This supports knee comfort and helps relax your legs. Staying seated, slowly straighten your right leg out in front of you, just until it's comfortable. Pause for a second, then gently bend it back down. Repeat this 5 times, and then switch to the left leg. Once you're comfortable, you can try alternating. Right leg up, then down. Left leg up, then down. Think of it like a slow, gentle wave. This movement nourishes the knee joint without any strain and relaxes tight thigh muscles. If you have sensitive knees, just keep the movement small. Comfort is always the priority. Now for movement number 3, the pelvic rock. This is a game changer for lower back tension. Sit tall and place your hands on your hips. Slowly tilt your pelvis forward just a little and then gently rock it back. Imagine you're holding a bowl of water on your lap and you don't want to spill it. Do this slowly, about 5 to 8 times. Try breathing out as you tilt back and breathing in as you tilt forward. This simple rock helps release tension in your lower spine and signals your nervous system to unwind. It's a great way to soften that area before you lie down for the night. Our fourth movement is the shoulder melt, perfect for releasing neck and upper body tension. Sit comfortably with your arms hanging loosely. Slowly lift your shoulders up toward your ears, then let them gently drop back down. Repeat that 5 times. Now, let's roll the shoulders backward in slow circles, 5 times, and then roll them forward 5 times. Keep your jaw relaxed and don't rush. This movement is fantastic for undoing the stress from sitting, driving, or looking at screens all day. Japanese elders believe that relaxed shoulders help calm the mind before sleep. Finally, we have an optional 5th movement, the lying knee hug. Only do this one if lying on your back is comfortable for you. Lie down on your bed with your knees bent and feet flat. Slowly bring one knee toward your chest and hold it lightly with both hands. Take 2 calm breaths, then lower it and switch to the other side. If it feels good, you can gently hug both knees toward your chest for a breath or 2. This relaxes the lower spine and hips, preparing your body for rest. But remember, never force it. If it doesn't feel right, just skip it. So, how do you put this all together? You don't need to do every single movement. Even just 2 or 3 of your favorites each night is enough. The key is making it a routine. This whole sequence takes just 5 to 8 minutes. No sweat, no strain. Just do it right before you get into bed. With the lights low and you breathing calm, many people find they fall asleep faster and wake up feeling less rigid. These movements don't reverse aging, but they support your body's amazing ability to reset and heal itself. In our next video, I'll share why it's never too late to start and how these small nightly habits can compound over time. If you're listening to this and thinking, I wish I had started years ago, please hear this clearly. Your body responds to kindness at any age. It doesn't keep score. It doesn't punish you for the past. It responds to what you do now. So many people, like many elders in Japan, only begin these simple bedtime movements well after retirement. Some start after an injury. Others simply because they noticed that getting out of bed in the mornings was getting a little harder, a little stiffer. What matters is not when you start, it's that you start gently. 5 quiet minutes before you go to sleep might not feel like some dramatic workout. It's not supposed to. But our bodies are built on small, consistent signals that we repeat daily. Think about it. A calmer nervous system, better circulation right before you rest, less of that overnight tightening in your muscles and joints. Over time, these small, gentle signals begin to stack up, creating real change. You might notice you can stand up more easily in the morning. Maybe you feel a little less guarded in your movements throughout the day, not so worried about a sudden twinge. You might even find that you're sleeping just a little bit deeper. And none of this requires pushing yourself. None of it requires pain or gritting your teeth. There is so much wisdom in slowing down, in truly listening to your body, in preparing your body for rest, instead of just collapsing into bed, exhausted at the end of the day. So, tonight, I want you to choose just one movement. Maybe it's the simple ankle circles I showed you earlier. Or maybe it's that gentle shoulder melt. Just one. Do it slowly. Breathe deeply, and just notice how your body responds. That's it. That's enough for today. Tomorrow night, you can do the same thing again. Or, if you feel like it, you can add another small movement. This is not a challenge, it's an invitation. An invitation to treat bedtime as an act of care, not surrender. It's an invitation to support your body instead of fighting against it. Aging doesn't have to mean giving up comfort. It means learning new, smarter ways to protect it. If this gentle approach feels right to you, I encourage you to return to it often. Let it become a natural part of your evening rhythm, like brushing your teeth. And please remember, improvement at any stage of life, but especially as we get older, doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing what matters, gently and consistently. Thank you for spending this quiet time with me. Your body has carried you a long, long way. Tonight, you can give a little something back to it. Sleep well,